How's it going, guys? So it's been a while since I did any kind of cat-related product review, but today we will be reviewing a rather interesting product, and it is called Neakasa M1, which is right in front of me. This is a automatic cat litter box. So if you've followed my channel before, I've owned a litter robot automatic cat litter box before. I did a review for it and I don't quite like it, so I returned it. Our current setup for our 6 cats in the house is just standard square litter box with scooping. So Neakasa actually reached out to me and they offered to send me this product for me to review it. In return, give them a honest opinion, or give the viewers an honest opinion on what I think about their automatic litter box. So in this video, we're gonna open up the box, do an unboxing, and in the subsequent section of this video, we will be reviewing its performance. Now, obviously, I won't be able to finish telling you guys about this litter box, immediately right after unboxing, but hopefully this multi-part video will give you guys a overall impression or help you make a decision on whether you should go ahead and purchase this litter box after you've done your research on a wide variety of litter boxes currently on the market. Okay, so without further ado, this is Neakasa M1 / M1 Lite. I don't really know, but this is apparently the updated version of the Neakasa. I believe from my limited research is that before this, they had the original version of the M1, which featured an automatic closure door for trapping the litter odor. And that, I think, has caused a lot of issues. So this is the improved version, which removed that automatic closing door from the bottom of the litter box. So that's all I know that's different between this updated version, maybe it's version 2, compared to the original one. Okay, so if you can already see, I've received this litter box. I haven't unboxed it for a while. My cats sit on top and pretty much scratched the top part of the litter of the box. Okay, so the good thing is inside it is very well packaged. So I'm gonna try to show you guys the best. There's a big board with instructions and quick installation guide, safety guide and quick installation tips. And we're gonna take a look, of course, after we take everything out and then continue with the unboxing. And also included is a nice, this is like a foam litter trapper. Seems to be pretty nicely made. And again, I would assume this is to be put in the front so the litter doesn't get scattered all over. Okay. And then there are accessory box right here, support legs of the litter box. And again, packaging is actually quite nice. Feels premium, professional. So the legs are kind of clipping style legs. You literally just push this onto the litter box and it should stay in place. Okay, we're gonna leave this on the side. And they give you a couple rolls of litter box, how do you call it, plastic bag for trapping the litters. At least 2 rolls, and I believe there are multiple pieces inside each of those rolls. Instructional manual is right here. Okay. This looks like the AC adapter. A nice big box. And inside there is the, I would assume, the main component of the litter box. Okay, taking it out. And here we go. Not terribly heavy, but it's got some weight on it. Okay. Move the box to the side. All right, so doesn't look like it requires any kind of assembly. So the good news is you can probably start using this rather quickly, okay? And I'm looking at the front part of the litter box, and the back part looks pretty similar. All right, so here we go. This is the litter box itself, and looks like a pretty deep dish. And I'll probably take my camera closer, and let's take a detailed look on the inside of the litter box. So I got the litter box unpacked, and I'm gonna start the original setup process. And I'm just going to be referring to this big manual, which actually I've read through the manual. It's rather easy to use. So the first step is actually, before you start operating it or plugging the power, you have to install those legs and elevate it. So this litter robot is actually pretty high. And one initial concern that I might have is some cats are not used to going really high into a litter box. With those legs that's being added, it's going to be, there might be an issue, okay? So I'm gonna set it on the side, and I'm just gonna really align and try to push all the legs in there. And again, all those legs pointing outwards, so there should be some sort of alignment for it. And also, before you do anything else, you have to expand this bottom area. The bottom area is flexible, so that's why right now they are compacted for shipping. Once you're ready to use it, you have to expand it out so you can, the cat litter droppings or the used cat litter would actually sit right here, okay? How do I get this expanded? Okay, so we're gonna change this back and have it face the front. Okay, we're gonna pull out the litter jar. Okay, so this is what the litter jar looks like. And again, I think it was rated at 11 point some liters, 11.5 liters. The litter robot, or not the litter robot, the Neakasa M1 actually holds about 6.5 liters of litter. This holds 11.5 liters of waste. So in theory, you can just refill this for a while, and you don't have to clean this if you don't have a lot of cats for maybe once every month, which is gonna be a significant time saver compared to using a litter genie for, like, you know, that's my existing setup, litter genie with a traditional litter box and a little pan catcher in the front. So I'm really curious, and of course, I also hope that this litter box works better than my original my original litter robot that I reviewed a few years back. And again, once it's extended, it is pretty much ready to go. I'm gonna use one of the provided trash bag. How many they give you? Okay, so this is one bag. And they were all nicely, there's perforation on the bag, so each time it's used, you can just take it off. But I mean, honestly, you can probably just use your traditional gallon litter bag. But this one, it's got a specially designed, nice shape that's catering to this litter pan right here, okay? So we're gonna try to align this. And a particular instruction they said is not to go over this ridge over here because apparently it's got some sort of infrared sensor. So when you install the litter, litter pan, just make sure it doesn't drop on the outside. This is wrong, so it has to stay from the inside, okay? And once you put it on here, there is a little tab in the front that you can rest your little thing over, okay, like so. So it just waits right there. Once you're ready, you can draw the string and the whole pan will retract, and in return gets all the litter closed really nicely for you. But again, I think any kind of traditional trash bag will probably just work fine, okay? So if that's your concern, don't be concerned. You can use regular trash bag for it. All right, so now I can just put this in there and slide it in really nicely. And that's the first step before, getting things ready. And now I can put this really nice foam mat over here to trap all the litters. Now, get a little closer so you guys can see. Okay. Now the next step is actually power it on. Now this is another place where you might encounter some issue because the power cord provided is only about 6 foot, so only 6 foot, not very long. And my power brick is over there behind. The good news is for me, it barely reaches over here, okay? The power connector is actually on the left side. So if you have your power bricks and your connections all the way on the right side, you might need some sort of extension just for this power brick to connect because it's not long, it's not very long, okay? So I'm gonna get over here, connect it, and see what happens, okay? The instruction said once it's connected, it will automatically try to reset itself into the ready to go position. So what it's trying to do now is just doing a reset, okay? And it will somehow rest with the back kind of more leaning towards forward, at the top kind of low so the cats can go in and start peeing, okay? Still doing it. Now, you probably noticed that, okay, so something's wrong because I don't have any litter put inside. It's trying to calibrate and try to get the litter level. So it tells me I need to add litter. And that's what I'm gonna do next, okay? So I'm gonna add the litter and then I'm gonna use the level function and it should automatically reset that error message telling me that there isn't any litter inside or litter is low, okay? And again, the litter we're using is World's Best. We've been using this litter for well over 12, 13 years now. Absolutely our favorite litter. There is an indicator inside. Once you put it in here, try to leave it at 100%. Do not overfill, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna be wasting the litter. And also, there is the automatic weight sensor inside that detects and estimates the level of the litter. So again, make sure you don't overfill and always refill before it reaches 60% of the litter inside. So always maintain an optimal level, and then this litter box, in theory, should work really great for you, okay? Now I filled it to about 100% of the fill line, which just covers the edge of the different colors that's being shown here. And next step, I'm gonna press the leveling button, okay? And I believe, yep, this is a leveling button. And it should calculate and try to reset it or whatever. I'm gonna show you guys its action. It's really quiet, which is nice, definitely nice. So you see the marker over there, it says 100%. I think I did my job and it filled it really nicely. So the error message, of course, cleared. Why shouldn't it be? It's at 100%. It's ready to use. And again, you can see our sweet pea is rather a big cat. So whether he can use this successfully, I do not know. This is our current size of the litter box they're used to. Okay, just for comparison, that's a difference. It's a lot wider, it's a lot taller, and this automatic one is small, okay? I hope it works. I really do hope it works because then we really solve a big issue at our home. We have like 3 litter boxes that we have to scoop every morning, every lunchtime, every dinner time. So yeah, the next step is we're gonna actually install the application and get the application set up. So I think this could probably be sitting over here so it doesn't move around. Let's see. Okay, all right, perfect. So yeah, so this little leg catches the front and it makes the whole thing complete. So we did the installation part, we did the litter box, we reset it, we put we added cat litter in there. The next step is Wi-Fi connection. I downloaded the app, so let's try to get the app installed, and we have to do a litter calibration, which the litter box tries to weight the current litter and try to estimate the amount and also tell you when it is time to reset or add additional litters. My phone is right here. Let's see. And I have the app installed. Now, interestingly, this app's review is rather low. I don't know what to expect, so bear with me. Hopefully it works, okay? I'm just gonna register an account really quick. All right, so I registered the app. I registered myself using an email. Now I need to add a litter robot. I keep calling it a litter robot, but it should be a Neakasa M1. So I have to use the pairing mode, which is this little Wi-Fi icon. I'm gonna press it for 3 seconds. The light should blink, okay? So now I'm gonna start with the setup process. Indicator light is flashing, yes, it is. And try to enter the password. And it's connecting rather quickly. So we're almost ready to add this litter box to my app and also connect to my network. So it will work with the configuration step. All right. So it tells me that my device is connected and the next step is adding all my cats. This is going to be a tedious part because you have to weight your cat. Is trying to estimate which cat used the litter box and give you a report, which again, very smart, very helpful, but this is gonna take time, right? So, and the reason right now it is trying to clean it, or I don't know what it's doing actually. Let's see. Profile picture. I'll just add one cat really quickly. Benjamin. And also at the same time, you guys can see how it works in terms of cleaning and dumping out the litter. It could be triggered because I was trying to put some weight in there. So after 5 minutes, the litter robot starts to clean itself and try to empty all the litters into the waste basket, which is all done using some sort of magic mechanism behind and under this little main compartment, okay? So again, it's ready to go. Add Benjamin. And his weight is about about 11 pounds maybe. He's really old. He's 17 years old. So we have a lot of old cats. And again, it will be really interesting to see how well this works with multiple cats, and especially cats that are old and sometimes with kidney failures, which pees quite a lot, okay? So I just added one cat just as a demo. It is not that hard to do, okay? The setup process, it says automatic cleaning, and we have it enabled. You can disable it, so every time it needs cleaning, you just press the clean button, which is right here. It's gonna do a clean. If you have automatic clean enabled, every time a cat goes in and leaves after 5 minutes, it turns itself and cleans and dumps out all the stuff, okay? There is also a cycle mode, which is clean up once in a while, which is interesting. That's probably for cats or for areas where cats pee and poop a lot, or multiple cats, but I'm gonna leave it in smart mode, which is probably what most people is gonna use it for. You can set a default time. The default is at 5 minutes, it's gonna clean. You can set it to 6, so it waits a little bit longer. Automatic covered, when turned on, it will make it easier for cat litter to wrap up the poops during clean. Yes, why not? I have it enabled. Some cats doesn't cover the poops themselves in our house. So I think this feature is going to be nice, because for those cats that are lazy or just doesn't like to do it, automatic covered is a nice feature to have. There is also a function for automatic restoring, which says the litter box may be upside down when the waste bin is full during the clean. Turn on this setting and it will automatically return to its original position when it is upside down. And it says it is recommended to turn this on, so when the waste bin is full, the litter box may be upside down, your cat will not be able to get into the litter box. When turned on, the litter box will automatically return to its position after the bin is full and inverted for 20 minutes. There is a risk of pinching the cat during the restoration. Please make sure you are aware of the following risk. Okay. There are no kittens. Make sure you have a camera at home to monitor your cat is not pinched. Keep the habit of cleaning the waste bin in time to avoid this situation. And the cat cannot go to the toilet. All right. Okay, so once you change the setting, it will beep. But then again, we have multiple litter boxes, so this shouldn't be an issue, and I could, in theory, keep it off. So when the dirty bin is full, it sounds like the litter will close itself, the litter box will close itself and does not allow the cats to go in and continue using it to prevent, a huge mess. I think for our house, where we just have this one liter automatic litter box and other litter boxes that are manual, it shouldn't be an issue, okay? But for people who only have this one litter box, yeah, you want to have a camera to see where your cat is and your cat is not trapped, and this litter bin is not upside down, because sometimes if there are little kittens that likes to play around inside and gets trapped, they won't be able to get out until you get home and say, oh, you need to clean the litter and maybe your cat is trapped inside. So it's a safety feature, and I heard this is an update that they did to prevent the cat from being trapped, which was an issue, safety issue in the original design of the litter box. So glad to see they are improving it, and glad to see they are trying to actually take customer complaints and make a more functional product. Again, I can turn this off. I'm home every day, and I always monitor my litter. I keep my litter box always clean, so I don't want this feature. If it's dirty, it will tell me, and then I'll clean it. So I'm gonna leave it off. I'm gonna go to the next step. Okay, this is just to tell you how to pour in the cat litter. I can also share this app so my wife could have access, and then other people could get access to this litter box, which I don't have to do right now. We want to actually go into the litter box and actually do a calibration. Okay, so here's my litter box. I'm going to calibrate the litter. Select the current scale. The current scale right now is at 100%. So again, the litter box will try to tell you when it is time to refill the litter based on the weight. And I think it's a nice feature. I'm going to test it. And again, in the long run, once I come back, give you guys a conclusion, I would be able to tell you how well everything works. Okay, so, but the interesting thing is I filled my litter box at 100%, but right now it's telling me the cat litter is at 70%. Something's wrong, maybe, but I don't know. You can also see a history of which cat came and used the litter box, which is nice. But if you have multiple cats at the same weight, that's going to be hard to tell. But if you have a single cat or like 2 or 3 cats at different weights, then it should be able to tell you more precisely which cat used the litter box, which is gonna be nice. And so I used the leveling function on the app. You can see it leveled rather quickly. Okay. This is basically all the functions of the Neakasa M1 updated version, of course. It is ready to use and very easy to set up. It's actually in my memory a lot easier to set up than the litter robot that I had in the past. And out of curiosity, okay, I'm also gonna place my original litter here, just so they get used to it. Some cats might, explore this litter box, might jump up and use it. And again, the only potential issue that I see is this step is very high, okay? They have to jump up to go in here. If your cat is senior with some sort of access issue, they might not be able to get up here, so you might need a little stool even to get them up to there, okay? So that's a potential issue that I see. But other than that, I think we should be good for now. And I will definitely come back after using it for a while to give you guys an update on how this litter box performs. So just as I was about to finish with the initial review, if you guys noticed, there was a green little clean icon over there. I didn't press it. I don't know what caused it to show, but after I finished with leveling, the litter robot was literally trying to dump all my litter into the basket for some reason. So I don't know what happened. Again, I didn't change any of the settings, and it's just weird. Let's see. Okay, so that's rather concerning bug for the very first initial setup. That clean function automatically enabled itself and is trying to dump all my litters into the basket. I was able to press and cancel that function, and then it stopped the action and it rolled back. But again, just want to show you guys what happened before. And I was able to recalibrate the litter. So now it is showing at 100%. I added some additional litter to reset it, and it detected additional litter. It told me I overfilled it. So the level button was showing yellow, which told me that it's overfilled, but it's not. It's still at 100%. And I went into the app, okay? I just calibrated, I select 100%, and now it is at the correct level. So this is the second day, and my cat did go in twice, and it looks like not all the cats likes this litter box. For now, maybe 2 cats use it. The good news is, yes, it does work pretty good, as you can see from the video of Benjamin using the litter box. And the second thing is, because of the smaller size of the litter holding area, you probably have to refill it rather often. Because yesterday, when I first finished filling it, it's at 100%. Okay, so right now it's already at 70%. The litter did get lost. And again, due to the smaller size, you might have to refill this more often. But the app was able to tell me which cat went into the litter box for how long, and the weight of the cat, which is quite interesting. Now again, many of our cats are the same weight, so sometimes it might be hard, but for people who have just 2 cats with significantly different weights, this is a really good indication, or the indicator, and also the weighting tool to monitor your cat's health. So this is the second day of using the Neakasa M1, and it's getting better and better. The cat starts to use it. I don't know which one used it, but as you can see, the litter, the M1 is very quiet. It just makes a very low-key noise, which I think is okay. And second day in use, and I haven't filled the litter since the first time I put the litter in there. And right now the litter capacity is between 70 to 60. So I would say, yeah, you probably need to add litter every 2 days if the litter box is being used. Otherwise, it's gonna run to the low stage rather quickly. We can pull out the jar and see what's in there. Okay, so here's the issue. A lot of litter has been wasted for no apparent reason. So I guess it's also good to say that make sure you don't overfill your litter box. Otherwise, look how much fresh litter has been wasted. I'm gonna try to recycle those litter by dumping all the clump out and hopefully dump this back in there. But this just is really important to emphasize. Do not overfill this litter box, otherwise you're gonna waste a lot of litter, okay? And the corn litter that we use, the world's best, it lasts a long time. So it can be used again and again and again for like literally a month. But it's interesting to find out on the second day, I wasted a lot of litter by overfilling it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Well, the third day and first accident from cats who are obsessive about covering their poops. Okay, so I don't know which one did this. I got home, it looks like that. So yeah, for folks' cats that really loves to cover their poops, this might happen, okay? And again, I didn't overfill the litter box. What I'm gonna do is actually just take the mat and dump the excessive litter in there. But I guess first thing I'm gonna do is actually have this cleaned first. And this thing, little felt over here, is designed to prevent the litter from falling down there. But you can see it's kind of loose out from the factory. So in terms of longevity of that felt piece, I don't know if it's gonna last, or you might have to buy some extra felt piece for the bottom to like really cover this area so the internal part is as clean as possible. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys like this little thing over here. It's actually kind of loose. Okay, but still, overall, I think this is a great litter box because it definitely takes the worry out of me. Okay, so basically what it's gonna do is it's gonna dump all the litter. Like supposedly it's gonna dump all the litter in there to preserve it, and then take the poop and everything else out from this little exposed hole. So you can see there are already some poops in there. What I'm gonna do is pull the jar out. Okay, I'm gonna pull the bottom jar out, let you guys see how much is collected for about 1 day, because yesterday I took the jar out to show you guys about not overfilling the litter. But today I'm gonna pull it out to see how well it is doing its job. And I'm gonna suspect there are still excessive clean litter in that box. Just as a precaution, do not overfill this litter cleaner, okay? All right. But in terms of the clean mechanism, I think it works very, very, very good. And it always leaves the litter nicely leveled. So that part, you know, it proved itself to be rather reliable. All right, it's done. So let's pull this out. Yeah, so that's from a couple cats about 1 day's worth of litter, but you can see the excessive in there. The clean litter is being dumped out. Now, no machine is perfect, right? And in this case, I wouldn't even blame anybody. It's my cat that loves to poop outside of the litter box. And I know this is not a pretty scene, but you guys really need to see. So if you do have one of those cats that loves to poop outside of the litter box by standing inside and then pooping outside, this litter box might not be best for you, because as you can see, it's already created a mess, and hopefully I caught it before the machine starts to spinning. If it spins, this is gonna be a huge disaster. Okay, I need to clean it, but the litter box works great for cats that uses the litter box regularly, doesn't have any particular weird habits. If your cat has weird habits like peeing on the side, or pooping outside, that's the worst, you might not want to consider an automatic litter box, right? So I need to put this video in here just so you guys know it's not the litter box's fault. If you have a peculiar cat, you might not want to get an automatic litter box. And the good news is cleaning up is not terribly bad, okay? Because this litter box is actually nicely designed. So if you do make a mess on the interior or the exterior of the litter bowl, if you open it up by just taking the top part out, you can see even if you make a mess and fluid starts to leak, it will still go into the trash bin area. So I could, since my cat just pooped all over, I could just do a proper cleaning, or like a temporary cleaning, okay, and just use disinfecting wipes. I don't have to take the whole machine outside to clean it, and this will restore the cleanness of the machine until the next time your crazy cat decides to poop all over again on the litter box. But as you can see, I already cleaned everything, so it's nice and clean. Poop's all gone. And again, I love this litter box, but if you have a cat that's very weird with their peeing and pooping habits, you will not want any automatic litter box at all, okay? So obviously I want to show you guys what the drawing pan looks like after the M1 has been working tirelessly for a couple weeks. Now, this is multiple cats. My cats use this litter box, I would say 4 to 5 times a day. And this is what is accumulated after only about a couple days. And I have multiple cats, so you definitely want to keep an eye on the litter pan, okay? And over here, all I have to do is I pull the drawstring, I close this plastic bag, dispose it, and I should put in a new bag, and it should be able to, tirelessly working for me for another couple of days before the litter box gets full. But I want to show you guys what it looks like down here. And if you have this, if you haven't cleaned this for a while, the smell definitely will come out, and you will smell it, and then it's time to check on the waste bin and see how your cat is doing. But the most important thing is just make sure this is always clean and have lots of space left for the litter box to work properly. Okay, I took the waste basket out, and again, it is kind of rubbery, so it's collapsible for storage. But right now it's fully expanded, and I took the drawstring waste out. Okay, now it's just I put in some detergent. I'm gonna wash this and dry it before I put it back into the litter box, and it should be good to go. Fresh bag installed, and now it's ready to go back in there. And one thing to note is do not have this outside, because they have an infrared sensor on the side. If you put this outside, the waste basket sensor is not going to work properly. So just make sure you get everything hooked, tie your string, pull your string just a little bit so it's nice and firm, locking on the edge, and then you can just gently pull this in there. And that's done. So it's ready to continue work for our cats quite a lot, maybe a little more than a week. But if you have just one cat, that waste basket should last you a while. But it's for us, sometimes I go back down here and I just scoop out the litter and dump it in my litter genie. That's another way of kind of saving or extending the usage time of the waste basket. But that's just, again, for my workflow. If you don't have a lot of cats, you probably don't have to change this as often. All right, guys, so I think I can finally come back and make a comprehensive conclusion on our impression about the Neakasa M1 Plus self-cleaning litter box, which you can see right there. That's the original position where I left the litter box about a month ago. And so by the time that I'm doing this video, I've used the litter box for about a month. And during that time, as you can have observed, I am actually mostly impressed by its capability and also the ease of cleaning the litter box. Of course, I showed you guys some really unpleasant footages of my cats doing mishaps around the litter box. But again, that is not litter box's fault at all. So would I recommend this litter box to everybody? And I think when you hear about this, the first question you need to ask yourself is, does your cat do random weird stuff around your litter box? If your cat is like mine, who loves to poop around the rim of the litter box, you probably don't want to buy this. If your cat loves to stand inside the litter box and pee outside, you also probably don't want to buy this. Those two quirks are two of my cat's doings. And again, it's not the litter box's fault. So in that regard, I would 100% recommend this litter box to anybody who is looking for an efficient, reliable, and very easy to clean litter box, automatic litter box for their house. This is gonna work fantastic if you just have one or two cats, because the maintenance cycle is gonna be a lot longer compared to us who have 6 cats, and out of those 6, 5 uses the litter box every day. We have 4 litter boxes spread out around the house, and this litter box gets used around 4 to 8 times per day. Okay, so my routine before I had this litter box, self-cleaning litter box, is 4 litter boxes, 3 scoopings per day. So that's how many? 12 times I have to scoop every day. And now I need to scoop 3 other manual litter box 3 times a day. So that's 9 times. And I have saved so much time from just using this, replacing this one manual litter box with the automatic one. So that's 3 times per day that I don't have to scoop on one litter box. The only time I come here and do a maintenance is at the end of the week. On the weekend, I pull the bottom drawer out and I dump out all the solid waste. And that's pretty much it. I might refill it. I think over the last month, I've filled it maybe 3 times. And so in terms of refill, it doesn't need a lot, and it's very efficient because it doesn't really waste a lot of litters. Now, the prerequisite is you have to use, this litter box is entirely designed around clay litters, scoopable clay litter. So if you use a high quantity scoopable clay litter, this litter box is the best because the time that it calculates for rotation and coming back, it is designed again for heavier litters. I use a clay litter, I use a corn litter, it's lighter. So I put a few texts before the conclusion. They told me that if I'm using a lighter litter, the calculation for their original time is going to be wrong. So I just cannot fill it to 100% level. So what I do now is I just refill it to around 85 to 90%, and I do a reset for it to show as 100%. That so far has worked great, and no wasted fresh litter gets dumped into the bottom drawer, okay? So if you have corn litter, it is still entirely usable. You just don't fill it all the way to 100% because then you're going to be wasting litter because it's going to dump fresh litter into the pan, into the bottom pan. That's just one quirk. And again, the litter box is designed for clay litter. So I wouldn't say this is the litter box's fault. It is just a self-preference that's going to limit its usability, okay? And again, I will still 100% recommend this litter box if your cat is a normal cat, for sure, okay? And some small quirks in regards to the application that you get. The application in general works really well. It tells you at your preferred set time when you need to check on the bottom pan, when you need to refill the litter. It checks the litter refill based on weight, so that's really helpful. So it's really not on a schedule. But for cleaning the bottom pan, you can set it on a weekly schedule to a month. If you have less cats, the schedule could be longer, so it's really convenient. The app sends you a notification when it's time to clean or time to check. You can do that. It also got automatic safety features. If your cat gets trapped when it's trying to do the full rotation, it will rotate back instead of trapping your cats inside. And also you can have a setting to have the litter box closed so the cat can't access it if your bottom pan is full. So you don't make a huge mess when you have dirty and fresh litters, back inside the litter box, which is bad. And again, for me, my workflow, my routine, this kind of issue will never happen. So in that regard, it's a great litter box for our house, and it saves me a ton of time. If I replace the other 3 litter boxes with this one, heck yeah, I don't have to scoop my litter daily, which is great. For people who hates to scoop the litter, this is like a godsend gift. And again, for this Neakasa M1 Plus, it is very well designed. In my opinion, it's designed better than the litter robot. That's just my opinion. I had 2 different kinds of litter robots before, and I returned them. The first one, we use it, and we don't like it, we sold it. The second one, I returned it within 30 days just because in terms of workflow, in terms of convenience, and in terms of quirks, it's just got too many. And this one, I haven't complained once for the last month of using it, and I enjoy using it. And all my 5 out of my 6 cats loves to use this litter box regularly. So that is saying something. It is well designed, okay? In terms of cleaning, it is very easy to clean. The top part is very easily removable. You just literally lift it up, take it outside, rinse it, use this disinfecting detergent, whatever you like to use. Let it dry completely and take it back inside, put it on top. It's like a fresh top for you to refill the litter, which is great. The bottom part, it doesn't require a lot of cleaning, and it's like a half doom. All you have to do is using a good disinfecting wipe, just wipe around the edge, and that's pretty much it. The solid waste tray at the very bottom, you saw me cleaning it outside. Super easy. It's like a tray, you slide it out, you take it outside, you clean it. Usually I clean the top part and the bottom part together. And then I just do a disinfecting wipe on the actual machine base itself, and that's pretty much it. It's very, very easy to clean. Takes the same amount of time for me to clean my manual litter box compared to this one. Okay, so in terms of cleaning, it's great. I love it. I think that's pretty much all I want to say about this litter box as a conclusion, as a review at the end of this review. By the time this is published, it's around Thanksgiving time, and I'm pretty sure Neakasa is gonna run a sales around Thanksgiving time. So it's gonna save you a lot of money from buying this new. After the holiday season, it's gonna go back to its original price, which is usually around $450. Okay, so definitely go onto their website. I'm gonna put a link down below. You go there, you check it out. They might have some sort of coupons to bring this down below to a insanely good price for a well-designed self-cleaning litter box. Okay, so definitely check it out. And again, if you guys have any questions in particular about this litter box, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below, and I'd be happy to answer for you guys, because I'm for sure I'm gonna keep this litter box for a long time. It is also very quiet. When it runs, it doesn't make any kind of weird noise. And our cats got curious at the first 2-3 days. After that, they don't even care. When it's running, like, they just poop and go. Like, nobody looks at this litter box anymore. So it is great. It's a great litter box that self-cleans and also makes human cleaning very easy. I would highly recommend it. So I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, do hit the thumbs up button to support my channel. And if you like this video, subscribe, because eventually I may have more other videos that might have caught your interest in the long run. Okay, so thanks again, guys. I will see you in the next video. Take care.